Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. College football action on Saturday. We've got UCLA at USC. This used to be a great rivalry way back when, but it's not been recently. There's only been one game in the last 10 years that's been decided by fewer than 10 points. The average margin of victory the last 10 years, 21.3 points per game. And, of course, USC's been the one that's been doing the dominating lately. I'm going to start with you, Preston. I know this is a series you used to follow because you are a UCLA fan. How have you liked the last 10 years?
It's rough because I just turned 30, so it was basically the 90s, and everyone where I grew up was a UCLA fan. And so I just was, and I grew up with them. And then all of a sudden, somehow, when Pete Carroll and USC got good, everyone I knew was always a USC fan, which is total bull, And it still irks me to this day. So I have like an extra gear when it comes to UCLA-USC rivalry because I hate how so many people I knew pretended like they were always USC fans. And then USC's been basically dominated, like you said, since then. So I mean, they're huge dogs. I don't like UCLA on the spot, really, but I'll be rooting for them, and it is a rivalry I've followed a little extra close.
How painful is it to watch that defense of UCLA's?
One quarter into the A&M game, you knew, like, okay, this is going to be a thing all year long. You can't stop the run. And, I mean, luckily they have Rosen, a guy who can kind of keep up, right? They're just able to outscore other teams and put up 40 to 50. But that's the only way they're winning games at this point.
They're 5-5. I mean, if you look and see the defense and see where they're ranked in all of the defensive categories, there's no way that you would say that this team could be sitting at 500 with needing just one more win to be bowl eligible. Ralph, this is your best bet. Enlighten us on this game.
Thank God college football allows them both to wear their home uniforms because it's the best uniform game there is. When USC's wearing their blue and gold and the red for – UCLA's blue and USC's red. Yeah. It's by far the best game to watch on TV with the colors. But you know what? I completely agree with Preston and you on the defense. Thank God Rosen is healthy. He put up 573 yards last week. But, when you look at UCLA's defense, they're 124th of all the teams in the FBS, and they're the worst Power 5 team. And to tell you how bad they are, they're allowing 499 yards per game. Baylor is the second worst team, and we know what a train wreck Baylor was this year. Baylor's allowing 465 yards, or 34 yards per game less than UCLA of all the Power 5 teams. I'm going to make this simple, and I'm going to go with the over. You've got a USC offense averaging 39 points per game and 550 yards per game at home. You got a USC D that has been run over for 431 yards per game their last 5. Rosen is healthy, led UCLA to the win last week. But UCLA's defense has allowed 23 or more first downs in every game this year. Now, to flip the script and just give you the other side, Mississippi State has allowed 20 first downs in one game, where UCLA has allowed 23 or more in every game. So over 71.5. It's simple. USC, an unregular, poor defense with a great offense. UCLA, a great offense, a horrific defense.
Just to make that defensive number even worse, they are allowing 302 yards per game on the ground.
But they improved incredibly the last couple of weeks. They only allowed 250 against Utah.
But did you see what Utah had been averaging before that? So, all right, there you go. Ralph says to take the over in this one. It's a big number. It's 71.5 last I looked, and I hope the scoreboard operator gets a good night rest because there's going to be some scoring there with these two offenses and that defense. And, Ralph, you've got the Gridiron Guide you do each week. Download it. It's free. Another great publication that Ralph does. Check it out at Wager Talk. You've a couple quick notes of things you have in there that are very helpful for the viewers.
Well, the Gridiron Guide, if you look, there's an example. We're doing this on a Wednesday, but it tells you how teams do off wins, off losses. I'll give you an example. I'm going to backtrack. This game is actually Wednesday as we're filming, but Eastern Michigan is coming in off a loss. They're 9-1 ATS off a loss the last couple years. Miami of Ohio off a rare win. They're 0-3 ATS off a win. Don't know if that'll work out, but there's a lot of situations and totals as well, off wins, off losses, how teams react. what happened last year and what happened this year is something you got to follow as you go. Gridiron Guide, every Sunday now it's up. So as soon as those games finish Saturday night, I got this up first thing Sunday morning. Go to wagertalk.com, go to my page, Cal Sports, and it'll be up there, and you get it for free every Sunday.
Great stuff from Ralph. And guys, if you like our videos, do us a favor. Hit the like button, the thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you won't miss out. Every time we upload a video, you'll get all of our free content. You'll be notified. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with more here at wagertalk.com.